look at the picture. As you can see in one of the examples that I've done, this is a picture that one of my students drew in one of her art classes about bullying. Then, I can't remember if it was Spain or the other school in Cyprus, they wrote this message. The words they say make bruises that don't fade away. So a really good message. Very simple use of language, but it's definitely developing language skills and definitely getting the kids to think about what language they want to use and how to express themselves correctly. So making posters, there's another interesting way to do it. Eclipse crosswords are also fun to create. It's a free piece of software that, rather than printing up crosswords, the crosswords that are created can be played using a computer. Now, as you see from the first picture, it says click a word in the puzzle to get started. The second picture, I've actually clicked where, here if you can see where it's coloured. And it said, the clue appears, this animal has got a very long neck. So the students must write in the answer and then, right, or they can cheat and press the solve button, okay, yeah. Not one of the best features of the program. And then they've clicked on the other link, the word going down, a wild cat that isn't the king of the jungle. This cat is orange and black, and it gives them the letter E up the top, so they can guess. Eclipse crosswords, really fun way if you like doing crosswords. Free piece of software, very easy to use. And once you've created the crosswords, they're there for life. Alright, Question Writer is another wonderful tool. Sadly, Question Writer, the free trial software is only for 30 days. So what I do is I create, the students create their games, they write them in Word, they get the questions, the answers ready, and at the end of the school year, I sign into a computer. I've got all their games in in Microsoft Word. I start my free trial and I create all the games that I'm going to use, because once the free trial is over, you can still create games, but not with all the features that make the game interesting. I'm going to show you a game in a minute. Alright, Bandognostas, the electronic games. This really gives students a good chance to develop their skills. And here our project was about Europe. So you can see one group of students did a game on cars. Another group of students did a game on capital cities, foods, musicians, singers, anything that they like. But what you see here was, because the parts of the project were from Cyprus and Spain, some students said, Mr. Nick, can we write our questions, create the Pandognosti in Greek, English and Spanish? And they researched, so you can see here, Slovenia in Greek, Slovenia in English, and I'm not sure how you pronounce it, it's Slovenia in Spanish. Or the second one, Inglaterra in Spanish, which is English. So weaker students can create simple games, stronger students can take it a step further. So here again you see another example of one of the games that was created. Alright, what I like doing at the end of the school year, I create wax museums. And wax museums are a lot of fun because we bring in all the work that was done during the year and it's displayed for everyone to see. So if one class did one activity, they get to share it with the rest of the class, with the rest of the school. And what we did was we created posters. For example, I brought one here. This was a simple poster for mathematical intelligence. As I said, the last project was on Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences. So not a lot of language, but it still makes the child feel welcomed and that they're a part of the English classroom. Okay? We brought all the work together and we created our wax museum. And as you see, the students are an active part of the museum. For this museum, they use their bodies to spell out the first letter of the intelligence. So, for example, these students are spelling out M for musical. Someone sitting next to them, as you can see, the step, was holding a musical poster, covering their face so they wouldn't be seen when I was taking pictures. They brought things from home. Everything we had done in musical intelligence was displayed around that area. One student brought her guitar, sat there as a lifeless statue, head down, and she sat there for the duration of the wax museum being open. Any questions?
You do a lot of things. How do you manage with the curriculum and
Yeah.
everything?
That was my
Because-
next
and then-
question.
and you do science. Clearly, you do science. I know there is a lot involved there,
Yeah.
and I know that 2 teaching periods a week is not enough. So how do you manage?
Right. What I do is I adopt my curriculum to fit with my activities. My students if they're writing invitations to the Wax Museum, they're doing writing. It doesn't matter if they're not doing writing about a specific topic. I might choose not to do one of the writing activities in the pupil's book or the activity book,
Exactly.
and get them to write an invitation.
So
Now-
the target is the same, and you just make your choices, different choices.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to
grade
try and
was one?
show you, hopefully, I don't know,
Hopefully.
if the internet...
On which grade was this class in English?
Okay, never know.
Sixth grade.
Sixth grade?
Graders.
Fifth
Graders.
From 4th to 6th grade.
Fourth to sixth, yeah.
Yeah, every
Because
year. But I've done
young
projects
girls-
that have involved grade 1. Sadly, I don't know why, but I can't show you, and I don't know how to do it. Yeah, can I get you guys to come here since there aren't many
Yes,
of you, and
we
you
can
can
see
see
there, yeah.
a few, because
Yeah.
due to technical difficulties, this is, because it's a shame not, So, this is the project activity book. This is the printed version of the project activity book. This is the online version of the project activity book. So, I made it with Ublish. All I did was uploaded the PDF, and it was created.
Is it okay? Some of
Yeah.
us, we see it a bit later.
Sure, yeah.